Pain heals. Chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate all your support. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out to the 19. What are we screaming about today? Hey, smash the like button first. Subscribe to the channel. I'll tell you what I'm screaming about in this one. There's so much going on, okay? And I don't want to drop like 20 different videos, but I'm also trying to keep it organized and figure out what's real, what isn't. So I'm trying to keep things focused for you and bring you new stuff. And so we want to start out with this one, talking a little bit about some things Monica McNutt said, as well as Natalie Esquire, because there is a theme to this, not unexpected, but for those of you who aren't sure, opening your eyes to what is going on. This is not just an incompetent referee thing. This is a league-wide, media-wide attack on Caitlin Clark because they don't want her in their league. And by extension, of course, especially now, that includes Sophie Cunningham. So we're going to take a listen. Keep in mind, Monica McNutt here is on television, folks. She is on ESPN. That makes her an expert, someone getting paid to give these opinions. You would think she might know a little thing about basketball, but I'm not so sure. Let's take a listen. Tell me what you think. I'll let you know what I think for sure.
What we saw last night beyond the pale, or was that just good, hard, competition?
I'm okay with it. I think, again, you got to look at the history, right? J.C. Sheldon and Caitlin Clark, the 1 and 5th draft picks of last year's draft. There's history there. I'm not saying necessarily history in terms of it being nasty, but there's just history in terms of them playing against one another for years, right? You get a little scrum here. Each teammate comes to their other teammate's rescue. Marina Mabrey, like I said, is someone who does not back down from this sort of thing as well. I thought it was adjudicated fairly. Could we have done without it? Yes. But I, Greeny, continue to say competition is not always pretty and buttoned up, right? And then I think the other part too, as Caitlin continues to matriculate through her WNBA career, if you have a mic on her in game, she's a trash talker too. And so I'm okay with competition. I didn't like the play by Sophie Cunningham. I thought the teammates coming to their respective teammate in the first little scrum.
Holy mother. Are you kidding me with this crap? Monica McNutt, you are a POS. Honestly, you're deeply stupid. You're deeply stupid. Everything is skin color for you. You have the intelligence. No, I shouldn't say the intelligence of a doorknob. I keep doing that. People get upset because it's an insult to doorknobs. At least they know how to keep doors closed and things like that. Something Monica McNutt couldn't do. This is absolutely ridiculous. So keep in mind, oh, Caitlin Clark's a trash talker too. So she's equating J.C. Sheldon swiping Caitlin Clark in the eye, following her after doing it, chest bumping her, then Caitlin getting blindsided by Marina Mabrey. That's all the equating her trash talk by Caitlin Clark. And it's all perfectly fine and perfectly normal. But she didn't like what Sophie Cunningham did. So let's dig into that a little further, Monica McDumbass. Okay. And by the way, I gotta say, I know there's some people in the comments last thing are upset that I said this is a common foul by Sophie Cunningham, and I stand by that. That is not a bias as a referee. Well, first of all, as a referee, it wouldn't have gotten to this because I would have handled the rest of the game competently. Marina Mabrey wouldn't be in the game. J.C. Sheldon wouldn't be in the game, so this stuff wouldn't happen. But for those who don't know, there didn't used to be flagrant fouls in the WNBA. It was a foul or there was a technical foul. But we got softer and softer and softer. And now things that aren't as physical in terms of fouls as they used to be, regular fouls, they're now called flagrants, and people get all upset. Now, keep in mind that I'm not saying, oh, well, I'm endorsing the WNBA's idea of physicality. No, what I'm saying is there used to be such a thing as just a hard foul, especially when someone was going to the basket. This, to me, isn't really any different than what Caitlin Clark did to Angel Reese, which also should have just been a regular take foul. If you take a look at this, watch. Yeah, is there a hard foul? Yes. Is it a flagrant foul? No. Is it a flagrant two? Absolutely no way at all. Do they toss Sophie Cunningham for this? But Marina Mabry stayed in the game. Right. See, she actually gets a lot of the ball, folks. She made a play on the ball. That's why I said, is it a hard foul? Is this a hard foul? Yeah, it is. But again, I want to slow this down a little bit. Watch Sophie Cunningham's left hand, right? Comes down, that she wraps her up and she makes a play on the ball. Is it a hard foul? Yeah. Flagrant two to get tossed out of the game? Absolutely not. But Monica McNutt didn't like that play, okay? But she equates this. Watch JC's hand and watch where the basketball is, okay? Monica McNutt equates this with, oh, well, Caitlin Clark's a trash talker too. Are you kidding me with this right now? Look at it. Watch this hand again. Watch the right hand. Where's the basketball? Basketball is not up by Caitlin Clark's face. But Monica McNutt was okay with that. That is perfectly fine. That is trash talk, apparently, according to Mick. I got hired because of my woke activism and my skin color because I don't know any damn thing at all about the sport of basketball, and I will never give you any insights about the sport of basketball. I will just give you narratives. That is all Monica McNutt is good for. She doesn't have the intelligence or the talent to go into the basketball aspect of things. So, we had there's the swipe again. Caitlin's going away. You can see that Jace is following her and then chest bumps her. Right. Then we're going to put the hand. I'm going to follow her chest bumper. Caitlin's like, get away. And there comes Marina Mabry. Caitlin's not even looking. And by the way, hey, do you see all this? Natasha Howard, Natasha Howard has got to go. She's got to take her family with her. She's got to pack up. I'd rather have Melissa Smith and her drama with Dejanay Carrington than this fool on this team who wants to be MVP. Her wife better check this out because she's cheating on her with Marina Mabry right now. This reminds me of Melissa Smith getting in some touches on Dejanay Carrington last year. Natasha Howard's got her hand lovingly around Marina Mabry. She should have knocked her out right there, honestly and truly, because that's what would happen in the men's game. And we keep wanting to hear, oh, well, there isn't a difference. They're athletes too. Yeah, they're athletes too. So Natasha Howard, if she is actually an Indiana Fever, should have knocked Marina Mabry out right there. But again, just to be clear, all of what you just saw, Monica McNutt is okay with all of this because, Caitlin Clark trash talks too. But the Sophie Cunningham thing, that is a bridge too far for little Mon Mon. That is a bridge too far. Has she watched? So it's amazing. It's amazing the selective memory because if you listen to Monica McNutt, take out the whole Caitlin Clark aspect of it. Obviously, she doesn't like Sophie Cunningham too, and we all know why there as well. One, she stood up for Caitlin Clark. Two, I'm sure she didn't vote the way Monica McNutt approves of. But have we not watched the WNBA, Monica? Did we not hear all the physicality? Do we need to go through a reel of all the plays in the WNBA before Caitlin Clark even got there that was actually normal and par for the course for the league? Is that what we need to do, Monica? Because to say what Sophie Cunningham did, to say that this is somehow too much. By the way, you see that in the W all the time. That's pretty common. That's too much. But the jab to the eye, the stalking, the chest bump, the Marina Mabry blindside hit, that is all normal. And this is right. No one has dealt with more undeserved vitriol and cheap shots than Caitlin Clark. All this is so unnecessary and stems from pure hatred and jealousy. Yes, and a lot of that hatred and jealousy is also the media. It's the Monica McNutts of the world. They are making things worse, and they don't care. Right. And one other angle, just to be clear, if you watch this, because it looks pretty bad from this angle too. Right. There's the eye poke. Caitlin's going away. JC's following her. And then watch it. Boom. Look at that. Right in front of the referee. Right in front of the referee. And let's not forget, because again, Monica's okay with all this, right? Caitlin Clark got a technical foul for that. Caitlin Clark got hit in the eye. She got stalked and bumped by Sheldon. And then Marina Mabry comes out of nowhere to do that. and Caitlin Clark got a technical. Sheldon stays in the game. Marina Mabrey stays in the game. Absolutely disgusting stuff. But just as one little added bonus to this, just so we're clear about what you're going to be getting from everywhere else, which is why, again, and thank you all of you that watch and support, that the media is going away. You cannot get what you want to get from them because you get these from Monica McNutt. And is that different? Look, here we go. Natalie Esquire, no place in the game for what Sophie Cunningham did. That warrants further review and penalty from the league. No, she did not call out JC Sheldon. No, she did not call out Marina Mabrey, the two players who actually should be suspended. Sophie Cunningham shouldn't even have been tossed from the game. In fact, that should be reversed. If the league is going to have any credibility, and by the way, WNBA, did you forget already that you lost 55% of your viewing audience when Caitlin Clark got hurt? Did you forget that already, and that you have a new CBA coming up? Because it seems like you forgot that. It's like, I mean, last year was like, Caitlin's too soft. Caitlin can't handle the physicality. Caitlin needs to toughen up. To this year, well, there's no place for that Sophie Cunningham stuff in this league. Caitlin Clark trash talks. But again, the Marina Mabrey and JC Sheldon stuff is absolutely okay. Yeah, so then, no, David, not anyone would have committed the dirty play that she did. Again, not a dirty play. It's a hard take foul. Marina Mabrey, JC Sheldon, those were dirty plays. Not sure why y'all equate headlocking a defenseless player long after an incident just before a game end with sticking up for a teammate. Saying JC should defend herself from the dirty play aren't the same. Wait, what? Hold on. What? What is going on here? That's a hard foul. That's a hard foul, folks. Yeah, she brings her down hard. I am not denying that is a hard foul, but that's all it is a hard foul. And then JC Sheldon went up and went after Sophie Cunningham. So last quick clip. I'm not showing this whole thing, but again, you can see where they are. You've got, was that I think it's Lindsay Allen. JC Sheldon and Lindsay Allen decide they're going to go 2-on-1 hard at Sophie Cunningham. And that is somehow Natalie Esquire is defending JC Sheldon, who's the one that goes after Sophie because she got controlled like a little biatch. That's what happened here. You don't mess with Sophie Cunningham. Puts her right into a Muay Thai clinch. She's lucky all she got, JC, all she got was a talking to, because when you're done in that position, you're getting tossed around like a rag doll. You're getting your face punched to look like oatmeal. Or Sophie Cunningham just brings up a knee and puts your lights out for quite a while. But yeah, so that's what you get, Natalie. And remember, Natalie Esquire, again, media, NBC Sports, hello, NBC Sports, ESPN, NBC. These are mega, mega corporations. ESPN owned by Disney, NBC owned by Comcast. And this is the narrative they're running with. It's disgusting, and it's time for a change. And guess what? We, the people, have a voice now. And we will demand change, because otherwise you're going to see a lot more than a 55% cut in the ratings when Caitlin Clark isn't playing. No one wants to watch this. No one's going to support watching the other games. So you bet it's time to get with it, WNBA. We're going to keep the pressure on this one. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, appreciate you checking out this video. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk to you later.